Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my fall inspired hair and makeup. I love fall, who doesn't love fall, and I just love what it brings. This is my fall look. I also want to know if you guys want to see a drugstore version of this. Obviously not this exact makeup, but just a drugstore fall look. I also did my hair kind of different. You guys never see it straight, so I thought it was kind of appropriate for this video just because the makeup's a little bit more sultry and sexy, so I wanted my hair to go along with it. But if you guys want to see this entire look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna go right to eyes just because my base has been pretty much the same as my last few makeup videos. So for my eyeshadow base, I'm gonna use this Too Faced Shadow Insurance, just because this look is gonna be a little bit more intense, so I really wanna make sure that all of my shadows blend really nicely and evenly, and this is gonna make sure that they stay on all day. Also, don't mind my lashes, I'm getting them refilled next week, but I was in Spain, so the heat, sunscreen, salt water, chlorine, it's a hot mess, so we're going to be adding some more today to kind of make them look a little bit fuller. Now the palette I'm going to use today is one that I was sent a couple weeks ago. It is from Urban Decay. It is the collab they did with Jean-Michel Basquiat. That was totally butchered, but it looks like this. It's really pretty, and we're going to kind of stick to these shades because I think they're really perfect for fall. So starting with the, starting with the shade Enigma, which is the lightest shade in the palette. We're just going to put that on the top of that Shadow Insurance just so that it sets it in place and that the shadows don't drag. Just gonna say a little sorry right now at the beginning of the video if my sentences don't make sense and I'm making up words because baby brain is real. I know you guys saw it in my last makeup video, but it's gotten even worse. Yeah, that's a real word, right? Going in with the second lightest shade, which is Levitation. This is just a nice neutral, more on the cool side, light taupey color. And this is going right into our crease. We want a nice transition shade, so we're gonna build this one up just until I like the depth. And you're going right from the outer corner, so right where the end of your brow is, right into the inner corner. Okay, taking a break from that palette, I'm going to use this little eyeshadow that I was sent from Cult Beauty. The brand is called Sarah Hill, which is new to Cult Beauty, and this shade is called Treasure Chest, which is again kind of a similar shade to what we just used, just a little bit more depth to it, so we're just going to darken up the crease a little bit more. Hold on, my phone's ringing. Hello? Sorry about that. I just had to answer the phone because I am trying to find pregnancy yoga classes in my area or kind of close towns, cities, whatever, just because I've heard really good things about it, and then Patty's even been telling me that he's been reading up on it and heard a lot of good benefits for it, just especially for labor. It really helps to like just get you prepared and strengthen your body. So I've been looking into a couple possible options, and that girl actually doesn't do her classes anymore, but she was really helpful and gave me some other options, so I'm gonna have to go check that out after this video. Okay, now that we have the depth and the transition shade kind of all worked out, I'm gonna go back to the palette and going to the third color down, which is Not For Sale, which is now a really warm kind of fall-esque brick color I'm gonna go with. And I'm only gonna take a really small amount, and I'm going to be popping this in my, like basically my crease, but almost just below it because our crease obviously already has our color. I just want it like at the top half of my lid, but then we'll buff it up into the crease. Just watch and you'll understand. I don't think I'm explaining it as well as probably showing, but I just only want a little peek of it showing through in my crease. I'm going to take a flatter brush and I'm going to go back into that Not For Sale shade, which is that brick color, and really pack it on the top part of my lid just to get the full effect of that color, and then we'll blend it upwards. Now going back to that big fluffy brush and blending it out. This is my favorite kind of fall look to do just because it's not too intense, but I just think it really kind of gives a sultry effect to the eyes, and warm, rusty tones like this are just perfect for fall. Now for liner, I'm taking this Sigma brown liner. The shade is Stunningly Ladylike, which is just a really dark brown. Taking it on this Sigma Winged Liner EO6 brush. And we're just going to put this right at our lash line. I'm not going to wing it out or anything. I really just want to frame my lash line area rather than creating this into like a winged look. You could if you want to, but I am just going to stop it at the ends of my lashes. For my lower waterline, I'm going to take my favorite liner from MAC in the shade Teddy. It has a really nice kind of like a gold reflex in it. I'm going to try and do this without my eyes watering. Wish me luck. Let that kind of air out a wee bit. Whew. Going back to that flat shader brush and the Sarah Hill shadow, I'm going to just take a little bit on the tip of the brush and blend that on my lower lash line just to kind of bring the look a little bit more together. For lashes, I'm just taking my individual lashes that are from Primark. They're £1 and they're great. So I'm just going to fill in any sparse areas on my lash line from my lash extensions that obviously need to be refilled, and it will just bring the look together without it being too intense. Okay, now that eyes are done, I'm just going to wait till those lashes dry a little bit and then I'll like finesse with them a little bit more. But for my face, I kind of want to do a little bit more of a dramatic contour. So I'm going to take this Naked Skin, it's like a dual palette. It has like a cream side and then a powder side. So I'm going to go in with this powder side, and these are so pigmented, they're so intense. So I'm going to go in with the lighter shade right here. I'm taking it on this Estee Lauder, Estee Lauder. It's a blush brush, but I've been loving it for contour just because it's a little bit smaller and it gets right in those little places you want them to. So I'm just going to take a little bit because this is intense stuff, I'll tell you right now. So I'm going to go like this, and then I'm just going to go right in there. Like, that's really, really tapped off, and it's still so intense. Woo! Little goes a long way, guys. Little goes a long way. Also gonna put a little bit on my nosies. Okay, now going in, oops, just stuck my nail into that. Going into the darker, warmer shade, we're gonna lightly bronze it up. This one's even more pigmented, so I need to have a super, super light hand because I can go orange real fast with this. Just wanna, ooh, shouldn't have started there. Okay, we're just gonna have to really blend. Now for blush, just because our eyes are quite dramatic and our lips are going to be very dramatic, I'm keeping it neutral and nude on my cheeks. So I'm using Flesh and Fantasy from Marc Jacobs and using the tiniest amount just to kind of bring a little bit of color into my face, but not too overwhelming. Now for highlight, there is a highlighter in the kit. There's also a setting powder. So I'm actually going to use the highlighter, which I think is Sin. I can't remember, but it kind of looks similar to the Urban Decay Sin highlighter. And I'm just going to pop that on the tops of my face just for a little bit of shine, nothing too intense. Okay, now for lips, I wanted to do something a little bit more vampy, oxblood, really fall inspired. So for lip liner, I am taking Ofra Orchid, and then to fill, this beautiful lipstick is a matte lipstick from Estee Lauder, and the shade is Rose Excess. Alright, that is it for makeup. I know it's a little bright out. This window's been like on and off with the cloudiness, so sorry about that, but I love this kind of makeup. I'm so happy for fall. I have my turtleneck on with my flared sleeves. I'm feeling super 70s. Love the kind of vampy eye with a vampy lip. I feel like you can rock that any time of year, but especially in fall. So that's it for makeup, and we're gonna move on to hair. Okay, so for hair, I wanted to do something that kind of went with this makeup, so sexy and sultry. So I decided to do sleek hair, so just nice and straight, which you guys know I never straighten my hair. I didn't even own a straightener for the longest time. So my hair naturally, when it's straightened, it just goes a lot thinner, so that's why I like to use my Luxie hair extensions, especially when I straighten my hair. I use them all the time when I curl it, but especially when I straighten my hair, it just makes it feel like I have a lot more, and it just feels luscious and silky and great. So I'm wearing the Seamless collection, so it's really thin right at the top part, and the color is Blonde Balayage, so it's a mix of the Dirty Blonde going into the Ash Blonde. So I'm just gonna brush it through a little bit, and then I'm taking this straightener, which is Babyliss. I really don't know, I honestly don't use it that much, but it's a little bit wider, which I like just because I think it gets more of your hair. And I'm gonna go through and just straighten my hair, as easy as that. So, oh, it's actually really good. Cool. This won't take long then. I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger, I had hair to my butt, and it was so thick and so blonde and so nice, but of course I got it. But when I was in like grade 8, I didn't have a straightener. I don't think a lot of people had a straightener, but straightening your hair was in, and so I took an actual iron, like a clothing iron, and laid my hair on the clothing, what's it called? The ironing board, and actually like ironed my hair. Like full heat for clothing, ironing my hair. I remember doing that, and everyone did. Did you guys ever do that? Like iron your hair with an actual clothing iron? Those were the days, guys. Whew. I feel like I'm getting a little sweaty now. That is hot heat. Need to like unzip this little guy. I'm honestly just so amazed at how straight this really makes my hair. I'm gonna be straightening my hair more often. Sweet, so that is that. I'm gonna actually add some of this Whey Rose Oil just to kind of smooth it out a little bit more. I love this oil just because you can use it for your body as well. So if you have some left over on your hand, you can just rub it into your arms and it smells incredible. It's really just to kind of get away all of my frizzies at the top there and just kind of smooth out my bangs so that they look like they're longer than they actually are. So yeah, this is it. This is my sleek hair, sleek kind of makeup for fall. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below on some videos you guys want me to film. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!